What's going on YouTube? My name's Joel from Easy Engineering and welcome back to another video. So today I'm gonna just quickly dive into this texture kind of sound that I've made within Operator and just do a bit of an overview of how to get to this kind of finalized sound. I'm gonna make this video a two-part video because I'm just gonna quickly run through what I've done in Operator to get to the sound, and then in the next video I'm going to show you how you can take it a step further to get a bit more creative with your textures, especially in forest music. So without further ado, let's just get right into the sound. So the sound is this little thing over here. And I'm going to go from left to right. So I've got an Operator open. Take this video at your own pace and just pause it if you need to. But I've got a rate of 1:1. I've got the gate open at a 148. I've got the steps up at 8. And I've set the style to random. Now you can actually go in and just map the gate to a macro and just mess about with it like that. Now in Operator, so you can see I've got two oscillators open. One oscillator I created myself using the user interface section. Set it to 12 dB as it usually is. Course is at 1. The next is a normal sine wave. The course is at 4 and the level is set to -14. There's nothing in the envelopes that have changed, so that section is fine. Next, I've gone and added an LFO with a rate of 4. It's a normal sine wave, and I've set it to sync and made sure that retrigger is kept on, and I've assigned it to my oscillator A pitch and oscillator B pitch. And I think that is pretty much it for the sound over here. Let's just take all of these off and I'll show you what the sound is. Remember, this is FM synthesis. Right, it sounds terrible. But when you start actually adding in the effects, and the certain effect that pretty much no one uses in my opinion is, so what I've done is gone and done my normal mixing, which is my compressor. So I've compressed at -12 dB with a 5.36 ratio, 10 millisecond attack time, 120 second release time. Gone and EQ'd well, all the low end, and obviously just some like sharp frequencies around 3.4. that is your resonant frequency within your earlobe. Next, what I went and did is actually added in a vocoder, and the preset was formant -5. Now I actually went in and messed about with a few of the settings. You can take a screenshot or pause the video right now and just to copy over these settings. Basically what I actually went and did is dropped all these bands down and only selected a few, literally 3 bands over here, just to kind of bring in those frequency bands back into the signal. So yeah, you can stop the video right now and just copy this over. Next, what I went and did is added in a phaser. The phaser has 4 poles. Added a, I guess you got to call this a sample and hold shape. The amount is 100 and I've set it to a rate of 2, and I've put it to this point over here, which is about 2.98 kilohertz and a 0.99 feedback ratio. Next, what I went and did is I actually added in a delay. This is just a harsh effect delay. Now I'm not too sure if, yeah, that is just your standard harsh effect that I've got going down. I then went in and added another delay. Now this delay is kind of giving you those effects, because what I've done, those background effects that you can hear, and what I've done is I've actually added an LFO to modulate the delay time of the delay. As you can see, it is now then modulated by a macro control over here. So let's turn that on, and I've set the wave to random, and obviously I've set, instead of sync, I've set it to hertz, and that way it's just a bit of a more smoother transition when using the macro to modulate the rate. The dry wet is 33% and the feedback is 68%, and the filter is just kind of hovering around 2.16 kilohertz with a width of 3.74. Moving on, I've got another delay, and this is just your standard ping pong delay. The rate is 3 synced, the dry and wet 37%, and the feedback 69. Next, the only thing that is not Ableton based is the FabFilter Satin, and what I've done is I've put the preset of lightly driven saturator onto it. Now you could achieve the similar result with using your Ableton stock plugin saturator, but I would say that you'd have to have a couple in series just to kind of get the same effect of your FabFilter Satin. Next, I've gone and done another EQ8, which is just filtering out some of the resonant frequencies that are just kind of becoming a bit too sharp through the fail filter Saturn and the delay effects. And then next I've gone in and compressed the sound a bit more, just to obviously control those peaks a little bit more. Finally, what I've done is I've added in a reverb, and I've just messed about with the settings a little bit. I've upped the decay time, reduced the size, just put some low cut and high cut processing, and just messed about with the diffusion network just a little bit. You can pause the video now, just copy over these settings. I will say though that I'm going to upload this particular instrument rack to my Patreon. So if you want to download this instrument rack, please go and subscribe to my Patreon. It will mean the world to me. But thank you very much. This is the sound. Now, this part 1 of the video. Part 2 will be coming very soon, and I'll show you how you can just take this and push it a little bit more to get some really cool textures and add it into your forest music. That being said, thank you very much for watching. Leave a like, comment down below if you enjoyed this video. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't done already. Thank you very much for following. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.